Hi, all. Welcome to episode 6 of Outside the Tavern. This segment, I had planned to do small stories and things that you can't quite reach with scripts, life experiences and such. I am very moved by the people in my life, sometimes emotionally, sometimes even spiritually. Hardly ever physically because, well, I mean, who comes up and pushes you, right? I mean, if they do, that's kind of weird a little bit. But nonetheless, I like to do these segments. This is one of my favorites because we get to relax and hang out and share a beverage together. Today, I'm just going with your standard water. Eh, I know it's boring, but what can you do? What would you like? I'm guessing something lemony. Maybe, mm, what do you say? Maybe like an iced tea with some lemon in it. How's that sound? I mean, you got to keep the vitamin C up around this time of year. And we are still in the starting phase of winter where I live, which means a lot of snow and cold and such. Even though there isn't much on the ground today, there's always the warning of snow. I love snow, honestly. It sits on the ground and provides a blanket for the earth so that in spring, when it wakes up, it throws the blanket off and starts the sproutlings and such. We start the growth cycle all over again. I think that the older we get, we should still keep growing mentally, spiritually, emotionally, not physically, that ship sailed, but growing wiser, growing deeper. That's what I think my goal is. I try to gain as much wisdom as I can and share it with others. That's been the driving force of my life. And so far, I'd like to think that I'm successful. Well, to me, I'm successful, and that's all that really matters. I'm doing things that I love for people that I love. And I love a lot of people. Y'all are awesome out there. Everybody is, well, in this world, going through their moments, going through their journeys. And sometimes they share those thoughts and journeys with me, and I share mine with them. And I think that if I can help somebody on their journey, that's what I should be doing. I should be helping. That's my nature, is to be a helpful person. I like to do that stuff. That's why I run a fictional tavern on YouTube. And even though I don't have a lot of subscribers, I know I keep saying that, it still brings me no end of joy to do these videos. And that's why I have so many of them done. I had a notification. It's like, you are up to 200 and so, some odd videos. And I was, hey, cool, thumbs up. I guess that's awesome. I'm going to keep moving because that's what we do around here. I'm going to keep pushing forward. I did a video earlier today about toxic positivity, and it made me think about, the phases of my life. And when I was a younger person, I could be labeled as a toxic positive person because I was always like, oh, no matter what happens, keep your chin up. It'll be okay. Brace yourself. You'll be fine. No. As you get older, you tend to realize that the good and the bad will always happen. And they will always happen in different moments. And sometimes they'll happen together, which is kind of a blessing if you think about it. You're getting good and bad all at once. So you can kind of sort it out. You're like, oh, okay, bad news is bad, but there's this light, and that makes it a little bit better. So if you have anything like that going on in your world where you have both bad and good at the same time, I guess cherish it because really, if you think about it, it doesn't happen often. Usually we either get bad or we get good separately, but not together. Or, and I can be completely failing at this, maybe you get these all the time. I don't personally. When I get moments, they're usually okay, this is good, or okay, this is bad, but never like, okay, this is a mixed bag, let's go. I don't get those often where it comes together at the same time. And I know you like to say and a lot, but it's true. I don't. I don't get them together. I get them separated. Usually, oh, this is a bad event. Oh, I should brace for this. But, and I say brace, meaning that I'll prepare myself mentally or physically or spiritually for this one event to happen. And then after we've gotten through that, we move on to the next event. This is why I kind of tend to schedule a lot of my medical appointments when I have one in the morning because, well, I figure I get it out of the way, get it done, carry on with the rest of the day. I shouldn't say it's an inconvenience. It isn't. It's more like this is an event that happens. I do the event and then I move on to the next event, whatever that is. Scripting a video or editing a video or just doing stuff outside of all of this. The daily chores, the daily grind, whatever it is that keeps you moving forward. Take that step. Keep doing it. Keep moving forward. Sadness will come. Don't brace for sadness. We can't expect it. Even though you feel you can, even though your heart gets heavy, don't do it. Accept it for what it is. And then if you can let it go at some point, feel free to do it. You know, we can't hold on to things forever. I was talking to someone in my life about that if you want to seek a certain thing, person, place, you have to actually go to that. You actually have to make the changes for that. You have to prepare yourself for that. It's not something that you can anticipate just happening because you want it to be so. So, to provoke a type of change within yourself, you have to actually be that change. You can't just say, oh, I'm going to change tomorrow and it'll be awesome. No, that's generally how it doesn't. Actually, that's never how it works in my experience. You have to make small things happen and then turn those small things into larger things, and then change happens. Because, spoiler alert, I don't know if anyone's ever told you this, life is about change. And if anyone, there's a line in a movie. If anyone who ever tells you different, they're lying to you. Life is change. So, my friend, keep moving forward on your path. Expect change and all of the spectrum of emotions that come with it, because that's what keeps us moving. That's what keeps life spinning and us upon this wonderful planet that we live on. That's life in a nutshell. Change. Now, not all changes are good changes. Sometimes they kind of suck. But learn the lessons when you can. Learn the wisdom when you can. And it will get easier. Now, people will always say, practice this, practice, keep practicing. It gets easier and easier and easier. And they are absolutely not wrong. The more you do something, the repetition of that thing, it becomes easier. I spent a large portion of my life doing production work, and the repetition of it was mind-numbingly boring, but it was also comforting in a way because you knew that, okay, I've done this 500 times now. I can easily do it. It's no problem. You will always freak out on the first time that you do something, but on the 500th time, no, that's old hat. It's something that I can do it with my eyes closed. So expect the changes in life, my friend. Embrace them. And I think that as long as you can do that, embrace those changes, look for the challenges, and try to overcome them, you will be winning at life. At least that's my belief. For now, though, I'm going to leave you. And I hope that this day is a good day for you. But until the next time we speak, which should be, well, 7 days from now, please enjoy this hot beverage with some lemon.